Well, that's a problem. I'm like looking for the peg and it's like right here. I'm like, oh, where'd it go? Woo! Did you hear that? I love crawling on my feet. Or the stock toe crap. Oh, that's where that went. I need that.
All right, so George, what do we have here for people that are just tuning in for the first time?
Well, last weekend, I actually made a calculated decision to drive like an idiot, and I debeated my rear tire, and I stuffed the car in the wall. Wasn't good though. It broke everything. Yep, this was the show after that. It was actually a lot of body damage, like a lot. Took out the headlight, took out the tail light, took out the front over, took out the bumper, took out the front wheel, rear wheel, front lower control arm, tie rod, steering rack, rear tow arm, ripped the shackle that holds the tow arm onto the subframe, came right the out. Rear quarter panel, rear over, and bumper, and rear bash bar.
Ooh,
huh?
This looks nice.
Nice.
New? This is
it's
new?
It's shiny new.
Shiny new.
That's right. We broke the wing. It hit the wall. Took out the end plate, so that sucked. Yeah. And then it ripped the wing nuts that hold the end plates out. It's actually a wing nut that gets molded in there, which is actually kind of smart because if you put a thread cert and it spins on the fiberglass, it would never come out. Like it would just sit there and spin. But the wing nut like
whose idea was that? Manufacturer?
Yep, the genius behind it. His name is Rory. You'll see him. He has to come by and bring us new end plate. Yep, I should probably put the axle back in it, which I need to rebuild really quick. He definitely needs an alignment. Needs to go get rewrapped so the colors look the same, and then that's it. Check out this shackle. You see that? We had to cut all that out and refabricate that to mount that. And then you can see on the other one, clasp that holds the washer and bolt. Well, we had to rebuild that whole, we had to cut the whole thing out.
Yeah, those are...
It ripped the entire thing out of there.
Those are totally different.
Yeah.
That one looks much stronger now.
Yeah. Dude, that was it, I think. Well, other than I disintegrated the wheels and the tires. So we have new Tri-Ace tires for the steers, for the fronts that have just arrived. I don't know why you packaged it in so much duct tape, but sure. And then, yeah, drop it off and get it wrapped.
Not one given?
Nope. Like we'll go and the boys will be like, let's go to the strip club. I'll call my girl. She'll be like, grab some cash, have fun. I feel like it's pretty legit. It's probably not going to hold.
I think it's good.
It's good. It hasn't fallen. So that's good.
It's on there pretty well.
50-50.
So what do you got going on now? What is left to get this thing back on the track, ripping and pissing people off because you're too close to the wall?
Well, I got to clean all this this used to be a workbench.
It's minor.
Yep, minor. And then over here, I've got the axle where I need to put some new axle boots in it.
So the axle didn't break, just the boot?
See this? Like it's all bent. See that?
Yeah. So
when the wheel got pushed back, it put tension on this and waddle it out. So I got to put new one of these and the new boot covers, which I hate getting grease on me. Which I have, and that's what we're gonna do today. And then that'll run and drive.
And we'll do some burnouts?
We can do burnouts.
All right.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Las Vegas car wrap so they can wrap the front and all the other that I destroyed on it.
Talking about twisting your ankle, right?
Yeah, I do it all the time because I'm an idiot.
So, 2019, I was playing Frisbee golf and I broke my tibia and fibula in half.
From? Did you trip over? You tripped, didn't you?
I went to throw and this foot got caught between the grass and the concrete and I fell and my foot snapped and it was facing the wrong way.
Have you noticed, maybe not, but when you hit 40, you feel like when you're walking, like you feel like you've picked your leg up high enough to go over the step, but you just didn't. That's where my struggle's at. I'm always just like, oh, and then head first, I go straight down.
Yeah, so I've got 18 screws and 4 plates in my leg.
Sick. I got a hip replacement, fake knee, pins and rods everywhere, screws. Yeah, I don't know, all kinds of shit. I'm pretty up. I'm definitely up. I already know that.
This is our first day of actual filming. I think this is going to be a pretty epic adventure.
This will be interesting. Every time my girl's around one of her girlfriends, or we go out and bring her girlfriends with, I stay far away.
You literally are there by yourself. yourself.
I'm like,
if you're going out with your girl and her friends, you're going out by yourself.
yeah, I know. I just leave them. I just leave. Like, I get up and go somewhere else and go find a guy to talk to or something. Like, I don't want to listen to this shit.
We're making progress here.
Dude, I stuffed the car in the wall, and guy found this on the floor. He's like, "Do you need this?" Yeah.
What is that?
So this.
Oh, it's the rivet for
Yeah.
your...
So it has like a rubber.
Dude,
thing
how did some dude find that?
I don't know. And I was like, "Oh my god, I don't have any more of those." And he's like, "Do you need this?"
Yo,
I'm
that's
like,
mad
"Give me that."
lucky.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I need it for sure.
Man,
So-
you'd think that someone would see that on the track and be like, "Oh, souvenir."
Yeah. 3 headlights just to make 1 headlight is stupid.
I think someone needs to start doing like remanufactured.
Yeah, I
Or
know
like-
that like copies headlights and makes like super China versions of it. You know what I mean? But I don't understand why nobody does it for these, and they're just.
I mean, the market's pretty big, right? You would think.
the cheapest you can find these in a pair, like stock, and that's like someone just posting them up to get rid of them. It's like $1,000. Really expensive for the headlights. I have no idea why, but they are so expensive. Every time I break one, I'm like, oh
And the
my
taillight
God.
too? You had
No,
to buy it?
The taillights are not expensive. It's just they're usually broken.
Oh, okay.
Like trying to find them, they're usually broken. So that's one problem. But I have probably 2 or 3 sets of spares for the rear. And then headlights, I have like 2 more spares of driver's side. And I don't think I have any passengers like, at all. Like none, which sucks.
So how long do you realistically keep a car? Do you upgrade after a few years? Do you wait
Well-
until something goes tragically wrong?
Kind of. It's like it depends on how beat up the chassis gets. Like if it gets twisted, yeah, she's a goner. You know what I mean? Like if all the stock structural points are destroyed, 1 of 2 things can happen. You can leave the car alone, right? And just weld a new shock tower, you know, just whatever, just get it together, but it can no longer compete because it violates all the rules. So you either build a whole nother chassis or you just say, this is going to be my toy car now, and I just got to build a whole new one.
Or like a demo. So this is
Yeah.
more along the lines of...
So this car was built to be a backup Formula D chassis. So the other car, the 2JZ one, that was my FD, like my pro car. And then this chassis was a spare. It wasn't a spare, it was like a backup in case something happened to it. So we put the cage in it, made it an FD legal cage, did a bunch of other stuff to it, and it just sat. So then once I had the NASCAR motor, I put the NASCAR motor in it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then this was the NASCAR 370. And then once I got sick and tired of blowing that thing up, now it's LS.
Was that the hard motor to keep happy, the NASCAR motor?
That's a very tricky situation. I got to explain here. So the original builder that built it passed away. He was a good friend of mine, and his son was really close. We were teammates for 2 years. When he built it, it never broke. Like it didn't, you barely had to do valve lash on it, and I could rev it at 10 grand. Like it was just unstoppable. Like there was nothing that could phase it. You didn't have to change the plugs in it, the wire, nothing. It would just keep going. It lasted for 3 years. And then it eventually let go. So it was at 3 years of abuse. So you're talking maybe 60, 70 events of just,
of just going for it.
just full tilt, almost 10,000 RPMs, just beating the piss out of it. And it finally let go. So then we rebuilt it. Local shop built it here. We did all new heads. We changed the way the motor ran, right? So it had a flat tap cam so it could rev out more, but with flat tap cams, they don't make any torque. So that motor didn't make power until 5,500 RPMs. Anything below that, it just made noise.
Oh, okay.
It was like useless. You know what I mean? So you got to drive it like a turbo car. You're just like, what's on? Just clutch kicking it all the time to wake it up. But then your power band was 5,500 to almost 10,000 RPMs. So as long as you kept it in that range, it didn't skip a beat. So anyway, we changed it so it started making torque down low, and we lost some RPM off the top. That lasted about 6 months. Shot the valve, threw the piston, rebuilt it again. And then I think I made it all the way to Michigan Grid Life. Did 1 pass, and the car just felt like it was lacking power, but it was running fine, but it was lacking power. So I come back inside and I pick up another ride along, throw them in the car. Didn't even make it out like 100 feet. Just clutch kick in here, just, and I'm like, we lost a cylinder. Something's wrong. We lost every cylinder on the driver's side. Chunks of the head came, broke. Yeah.
Oh.
It was a brand new head from, I'm not going to say the company because I don't want to stir any stuff up, but we have a brand new head, literally brand new. And the machine shop put oversized valves, the whole 9 yards in it, and it just came apart. Like chunks of the aluminum broke off. And just bounced around off in the motor, and it took it out. Motor's trash now. So we can't build it past its threshold, and you can't sleeve it because there's no room to sleeve it. Like, it's just the block's trash,
Just a
which
mess.
sucks because it's
Yeah.
so rare. And then there was another event coming up at Fuel Fest, and I'm supposed to drive, and they're advertising that I'm going to be there. And I'm like, I got like 2 weeks to put an entire different power plant in this car. Like, we had nothing laying around, like no spare motors.
And that's where you put this in?
Yeah, I bought a long block crate LS3 out of a Corvette. So basically a brand new Corvette motor, but this was the 525 horsepower version. So it came with like a GM hot cam and some other stuff, full aluminum, the whole nine, right? So I got a great deal on that, which they actually gave me a 2-year warranty on, even if I boost it, which I've never heard of in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I got it in writing. So,
And that's what's in there right
Yeah.
now.
yeah, so if that thing pops, I can pull it out and they'll send me another one.
Wow.
Picked that motor up. I had another sponsor ship me another LS3 that had like intake manifold, just the bracketry and like the bare necessities that you would need, right? I used the parts off of that to complete this and had it up and running. Like, I didn't have time to build anything, right? Like, we had no time to build it. We couldn't build an exhaust, couldn't build motor mounts. Like, none of that was an option. Like, I was 2 weeks, have to be at the event,
Yeah.
have to drive.
Show up.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Thankfully, this engine's been in this chassis before. So we called up like Sickie, Holley Performance, all these companies that make swap kits for the LS base engine for a 370. And I didn't even have time to call like sponsors. I'm like, it, just
Yeah,
buy
send
it
it.
all.
You
Like,
got to be there.
no discount. Like, just buy it all. I did 30 grand in like a day.
Oh,
I was just
shit.
swipe. I'm like, I don't even give a shit. Get it all here. That was a terrible idea, by the way. And then, because I could have got it mostly for free. But anyway, sat here and worked nonstop, had it all together, had it in dyno, and still had 3 days to spare.
Really?
Yep. And everything ran great.
And you've been running that. When was this?
This was last year, like right at the beginning of winter.
So it's been sent. You've been sending it on this motor ever since.
Yeah. And then, well, it was NA at the moment. And then
Yeah.
it didn't end there. So we're driving the car. It's NA, right? So it makes 525 to the crank, but it does not make that to the pavement. By the time we're done with tuning, it was like 4 and some change. Like, it didn't really make power. So we do the event, and I'm like, oh, it feels great. But the track we were driving, it was like a go-kart track. So 100 horsepower feels like 1,000. You know what I mean? This thing probably does not have the balls to run something big. Then we get the announcement that we're going to Laguna Seca for Grid Life to go drift it. And I'm just like, I know how big that track is. That thing will not do it.
Yeah.
Flat out, it will not do it.
It just doesn't have enough horsepower to get
Hell
you.
no. I'd be like the only guy just sitting there going back and forth like a retard on the straight. Like, it wouldn't do it.
Is retard acceptable still in this day and age?
The hell? What do they say now?
I don't know.
Can you say slow?
I feel like that's more offensive.
Okay.
So
I don't even know how to answer that. So we're just gonna skip that and we'll call it. I was gonna say special people, but that's not gonna work either. To the next topic. So going to
Seca.
Laguna Seca. I call up my buddy over at Vortec. I was like, "Yep, we need a blower and a big one." He was like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Laguna Seca." He was like, "Got you." They put a kit together and shipped it out. The rebuild process, right? Like, the motor was set in, lines were plumbed. None of that matters now because we all have to take it all back apart again, crank, pull everything back out so we can get ready for the blower. So re-tear the car apart, install the blower, and then hurry up and get to the dyno. We get to the dyno. It's together enough to go on a dyno, but it's like not together, right?
Yeah.
So we get over there. Kyle tunes it, throws down, I think like 700. I don't even remember. It was like something like that. We didn't really pay attention to the numbers. We just wanted to tune it, make sure it was safe, usable, whatever 700 does, right? We went out there and I made it work. It was very difficult, but we made it work. It was fun. But now since then we've gone back. We've gone to a smaller pulley, so now we make even more power. Now she feels, yeah.
So what's the next event?
Fuel Fest, Texas.
When's that?
I don't know. Actually, no. Are we in April? It's March.
Fuck, what day is it? Oh, it's Monday.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to go with it's close between March and April.
25th.
Okay.
It's March 25th.
All
So
right.
next week is April 1st.
Ooh, April Fool. Okay, so yeah, April 20,
End of month-ish.
sort of. I got to go back to Havasu at the end of the month because we're going to Desert Storm. But it's like the biggest, fastest boats, on the planet come out there to race. So definitely doing that. So we're going to Texas before that. So it's probably like April 20th or some shit. I don't know. Somewhere right around there.
All right.
And then we're going straight back to Havasu and then come back. Then we go to Michigan.
Is everybody going to be filming all this? Or
Do you guys want to follow? Hit the subscribe button. Ding. You know,
dude, what is going on here?
I swear to God, this is a bag of sugar. This is not
Oh,
what
wait,
it looks
it
like.
really is a bag of sugar.
Yeah. Ah, somebody put a hole in it.
Ah,
It's a brand new bag of sugar, which I don't really know why I have here.
coffee?
That makes sense. Yeah, I should probably do something about that. I gotta get a vacuum. Vacuum? I've got a vacuum.
Shop vac?
Yes.
There
Shop
it
vac.
is.
Skeet, skeet. Got it.
Damn, dude, yeah. You have a shop vac? Then
I
he
got
rolls over.
everything in this shop. I just need to remember what I do with it and get my life together. This is gonna get loud here for a second. Ah, I just sucked up a washer. So here we have an axle shaft. This was the rear one, and you can see here, it's not like a perfect circle anymore. Got a little banged up.
Oh,
And then it
yeah.
ripped this cover, which protects the grease. I'm gonna fix this really quick. Whew. This thing hasn't been apart in a long time. Colin, where you hiding? Deal with the check.
Thank you. I
Yep,
appreciate
no
I mean,
worries.
he could probably give you the check.
Yeah, I mean, I can take the check too.
it. Right?
You got a key? Or
Yeah, I got
okay. I can take checks. I can take food stamps. I'll take just about anything. What?
What?
What? What?
this forklift.
Sick and tired of your tone. There you go.
I've got paint shift.
Turn the, make sure the propane's on. Ooh, we like push the cap out. Look okay. There's a C-clip right there. So that needs to come up and then the whole cradle will come out. We can get access to the boots, this cover, yeah, and fix it.
Fix it.
Fix it. She's not coming out without a fight. Final countdown. Let's get a beater. Beat her out. This is Sparta. No, I'm just kidding. Twat.
Is that acceptable? Is that like retard?
I don't know.
What do you think? Is twat and retard acceptable?
Called me slut, so
Oops.
All right. I guess it's acceptable.
Yeah.
He is
If you're being a
40.
twat.
but Watsicle,
Twatsicle's my go-to.
First time I've ever heard that one.
Oh, twat. Oh, it's gonna make me hammer it out. Okay. Shaft. After some serious hammer time, we're good. See this housing? See how it's not like a perfect circle?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely not a circle.
So it twisted in the wrong direction and it broke that. So we need to hammer that out, install this one, clean it, put it all back together, and we're good as new with some new boots. New boot goofing.
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. New boot goofing. Oh,
Hammer, hammer.
Camera hammer.
Okay.
Just give her a little, keep going. Okay. One more Papi Chulo. Give her the beans. My guy.
I was just waiting for you to tell me to hit it hard.
Yeah. So you see, they're not the same.
Yeah, I would say that probably would,
Not good.
no. That happened, obviously, when you hit the wall, when it pushed the axle in, or...
Well, once the wheel exploded in a couple pieces and it bent the rear arm, the whole wheel just went brrr, and it just twisted the axle a way that it's not supposed to travel, basically. Just put a new
But
one
the
on.
axle's still good, though.
Yeah, the axles are good. These axles are like, takes a lot to break them, to be honest, like a lot. So these are drive shaft shop axles. They have like a different horsepower rating per axle, but these are
Yeah.
like highest horsepower rating. Believe it or not, I've been running them for, I'd say since 2016.
No way.
Yeah, and they haven't broke.
Well, I mean, they're worth the money then, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Spend it once and get over with it.
Buy once, cry once.
Yeah, so that's what hit. But no, axles are good. Bird cage looks good. Now let's do the boots. Did you get the man's check?
Oh,
Don't you dare forget that. He will Hot Wheels. He will come here in his wheelchair and ruin you.
Yo.
You can't say that either.
I mean...
He's like my best friend. I can call him Hot Wheels if I
of
want
course.
to.
I mean, you can say literally whatever you want.
Yeah, I know.
just be careful.
Thanks, honey.
I mean, it won't be that long.
Pretty long. What the? It comes apart? I'll be dipped in dog shit. I didn't know that. Ooh, almost lost my finger on that one.
Ooh.
That would have been not good. Yeah, it comes apart in 2 pieces. That's some weird ass. Usually just stay in one piece. It's time for everything, right? Oh, bitch. That was almost bad. Yes.
He almost did, to be honest. He was
Yeah,
where he
dude, look at
was,
that.
so that's good. Yo, that's whoa.
That's so you don't have to take it apart to put it on. Dumbest idea ever, though. This is literally the stupidest idea, like the dumbest shit. This will come apart at high speeds. Who thought this was a good idea? Oh my God. Imbeciles. This is stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking hate not doing shit like right. But here we are. Here we are.
Doing great.
Thanks. I can see it now. One clutch kick and it's gone. There goes the boot cover. Cool. Get the
So
duct
you
tape.
need to order boots like now for when this one blows out.
Moment of truth. So, bang. I can't believe I just Legoed that on. I think this is not going to work. No. Like, look at that. How in the hell is that going to work?
I'm no mechanic, but
I'm just thankful I didn't do that to this other one because that would have been another look
One
like
at a
30
time.
seconds, but 20 minutes of my life never getting back. So that is a bust. Balls. Drinking seltzer water. Anyway,
If you're calling in reference to an order you placed for that,
I already know I'm going to be transferred and transferred and transferred.
they're gonna be like, well, what's the
What
application?
kind of music do you think they have for hold? Like elevator music?
Sounds like Mario Kart.
That sounds like 70s music. A couple pairs of axles from you guys for my Formula D car. And I need the axle boots. Is that something you can just sell separate I can buy?
yeah, definitely. Just because we've gone through so many revisions of axles and stuff, what we do is we just take and get the part number off the boot that you have and match it up, and we can go ahead and get those out. They won't leave until tomorrow, but yeah, we got pretty much everything we offer on the shelf.
7, I think.
Yep, got it. All right, perfect. And how many of those did you need?
I just need 2.
They are $33.80 a piece, and they do come with grease and clamps and everything you need to change.
Well then, let's get 4.
All right, perfect.
You could just do modified performance. Name of the shop. How long is it for ground?
So they should be there Saturday or Monday.
I don't need like overnight, but I just need it this week.
Friday, it'd be $50.
That's fine. What's next day?
About $400.
Ugh, yep. Pass. Could you imagine just fucking one shows up like sick?
So are these the tires you were telling me about?
Yeah, these are the good ones. Look at
Well,
that. What does that say?
For competition use only.
That's right.
What brand is this? This is your sponsor.
Tri-Ace.
Genuine ostrich. 3 payments. Oh! Wait, what? I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. Oh!